writing a millennium before Darth Sidious would complete the Sith grand plan and destroy the Republic and Jedi, Darth Bane warned the Sith who came after him that it would be a mistake for them to publicly announce their allegiance to the Sith Order. For Bane, he saw that the Sith had always been defined as evil, viewed by the galaxy as something that needed to be fought and rejected, a result of information promoted for millennia by the Jedi. Understanding this, it was easy for Bane to conclude that the Sith shouldn't just operate in secrecy, but they should not make their existence known, instead promoting the belief that the Sith Order was destroyed. In this way, Bane believed that this would ensure that the Sith Lords who came after him weren't challenged and fought by enemies who would rise to confront them merely for the fact that they were connected to the Sith Order. Therefore, with this warning passed down from Bane, we might think that Sidious accepted Bane's position and didn't reveal his allegiance to the Sith Order for the same reason Bane advised for the Sith to maintain their secrecy. Sidious wanted to prevent the galaxy turning against him and his galactic empire simply because they knew he was a Sith Lord, where enemies emerged to challenge him solely based upon how the Sith Order was viewed historically. However, this was not a significant concern for Sidious in regard to why he felt there was no need to reveal his connection to the Sith and dark side of the Force during the Imperial era. In fact, as seen within the novel Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader, Sidious wasn't concerned about the galaxy knowing that Darth Vader was a Sith Lord, where one of the leading figures within the Empire was allied to the Sith Order. This was true, even though some would likely conclude that if Vader was a Sith, then the Emperor was likely one as well, a conclusion Grand Moff Tarkin correctly made within the current canon. Based upon Sidious's writings within the Book of Sith and the novel Dark Lord, Sidious seems to be unconcerned by the potential fear that could arise if it was ever revealed to the galaxy that he was a Sith. For Sidious, this fear could be useful in helping to strengthen his empire, or perhaps more accurately, strengthen his control over the galaxy by using fear to help ensure no one challenged him. This was why he wasn't concerned about the galaxy assuming Vader was a Sith Lord who re-emerged. He was interested only in the fact that Vader's commands were followed, and fear would ultimately promote that outcome. However, despite this apparent difference between Darth Bane and Darth Sidious, there was a concern Sidious had in relation to what he thought would happen if the galaxy ever discovered he was a Sith Lord. And that concern was this. He believed that if the galaxy discovered his allegiance to the Sith Order, individuals within the Empire wouldn't rise up against him because of these Sith connections, but because of his connections to the Jedi Order. What do we mean by this? As Sidious wrote within the Book of Sith, the galaxy didn't just accept the destruction of the Jedi Order at the end of the Clone War, but many actually felt relief that it occurred. This was because, through decades of manipulation, but most importantly through the machinations of Sidious, many within the galaxy had come to fear the Jedi. This fear was the result of what Sidious defined as the Jedi's use of the Force, a strange power that many didn't understand, and then also the perceived arrogance among the Jedi that resulted from the use of these abilities. The downfall of the Republic and Jedi brought with it the downfall of a galactic government based upon this unknown power through the Force. Sidious recognized that the galaxy came to fear the Jedi and their unknown abilities that resulted from their Force sensitivity. But just as important was the fact that he recognized that as Chancellor of the Republic, he rose to become a galactic hero during the Clone War precisely because he wasn't a Jedi. That is, because he had no strange power that was practically incomprehensible to the vast majority of the galaxy. Instead, Sidious recognized that as Palpatine, he appeared to be just like any of the other countless individuals within the galaxy. Someone who was easily relatable and just like them, unremarkable in the sense that he didn't rely upon abilities with the Force. As Sidious saw it, Palpatine was seen as a senator from Naboo who rose to become an example of extraordinary and exceptional achievement. Therefore, Sidious recognized that if the galaxy ever discovered that he was a Sith Lord, all of these perceptions of him as a heroic and fearless individual would crumble. Even more, if his allegiance to the Sith was known, he believed that many would begin to see the Empire as analogous to the Republic, with the latter being a system defined by the Jedi and their powers with the Force, and the former now being very similar, defined by the Sith and the same Force abilities that were widely unknown. For Sidious, he believed that in the view of many, the Empire would eventually come to be seen as identical to the Republic in regard to their most important aspects, something that had just been rejected by the galaxy. In this way, because the Force was so unknown to many, so as to allow the Jedi and the Sith to be viewed equivalently, Sidious knew the potential dangers that could exist if the galaxy discovered he was a Sith Lord. Following Order 66, the Empire was overwhelmingly accepted by the galaxy through the machinations of the Sith and Sidious's ability to manipulate the galaxy against the Jedi. Wanting to ensure this continued, Sidious understood that the galaxy discovering he was a Sith Lord was not to his advantage, not due to the warning and conclusion made by Darth Bane, but because Sidious feared that he and the Empire would be equated with the Jedi and what existed before the Empire. Therefore, Sidious set out to ensure that the galaxy didn't know he was a Sith Lord, and that the Empire emerged through the machinations of the Sith Order. So there we have it, why Sidious thought the galaxy would turn against the Empire if it was discovered he was a Sith. Thank you very much to all of the Patreon members of Star Wars Reading Club, as your support is so greatly appreciated. You can find all of our social media links and a link to our Star Wars gaming channel in the description below, for updates and even more Star Wars content. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... for Darth Bane.